watching college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The toss to the outside. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they... Not.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Alabama pushing the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Alabama will get the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Another incompletion on third down. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. First down and more. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They just keep firing. Under fire. And they'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Jackets can really attack on this second and short. He'll try it again. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Now on first and 10 from the 27. Handoff to the single back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On first down, it's second and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points. And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
He decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. This time he's got his man. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Pitts. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic up. There he goes. Got enough space.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. On the move. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 28 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes that Alabama offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fakes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. It's not able to come up with.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Still on his feet at the 45.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Hand off from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the run, fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops to throw. Dances away. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Working that left side now. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Motion from the wideout. On 30 short, they'll go to the power running game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Let's go. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Alabama! They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Chance on this drive to even the score. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Punts it out of the air. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. The offense changing the play. Might as well give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
after the incompletion. They go back up top. This one's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. A strike downfield. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Might be calling a hot route. The give out of the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Alabama quickly back to the line. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown time! They move on top here in the 4th.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up by 25 over Iowa State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the ballot, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They're able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Wide open, he makes the catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now adjusting. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, You might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle. It's Lindsey. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on a bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The pitch to the left. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.